What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. We are back on NFL Head Coach 09 today. A lot of you were patiently waiting for this series to come back, and yesterday I posted the off-season episode, so today I just wanted to continue. I want to continue, get this new season underway. I have no idea how far we're actually going to make it into this episode, but I'm really hoping that we can at least show some signs of this team being good still. As we usually do here in the preseason, we will focus on the development for our rookies. Jared Ballard was our first round pick, and he is going to get a lot of the game plan focus here, as I do expect him to be a day one starter. I had to do that part because of the timer system, but I wanted to talk about a couple things because yesterday's episode obviously was pretty big. The off season was it was fun, but it was weird. And of course, we all know what happened in the second round. I am a bad second round drafter. I've just got to admit it that I don't know what I'm doing in the second round. This has been the case in a variety of series. I have a bad process for this spot in the drafts. In the Buccaneers series, I realized that, and I started to think about how maybe I'm just better off trading up or down with that pick because I always seem to mess up the second round. I think especially I mess it up when our teams are good and we pick like in the 20s. So that means we have one top 50 pick. And then my planning in the second round is just so off. And I checked the comments on the last episode, and the first thing I saw was like, it's Ollie Sparks all over again. And I'm like, he's right! You're absolutely right! This is Ollie Sparks again. Cletus Parker could have been drafted right here, and I could have taken a defensive back in the third round. Now, the reason why I was so focused on corner here, actually two reasons. One, I was worried about us having to move on from Revis and needing another starter here. And I always try to be very deep at corner, so I don't look at having Chris Houston as like the overall solution. I try to have a very deep corner group no matter my series. I also thought all the other DBs I liked in this range would go before our third round pick, and that just didn't happen. Because in the third round, we would have been able to take the safety I was talking about that was somebody I thought that could play corner instead, and he did not end up going until the fourth round, and not even early in the fourth round. Nick Rain went here to the Saints. So I do not like what I do in the second round, and I've talked a lot about my process in my head about what I think about BPA versus need, and as soon as the top 15 or so is over, I become very need focused, and I think I have a blind spot here at certain spots, primarily running back. When I had a chance to draft Ollie Sparks in the Buccaneers series, I took a center. Frederick Hughes was never going to be the best center in the league. Ollie Sparks had a much higher ceiling at a less valuable position perhaps, and then here, once again, a chance to draft a game-changing running back in the second round, and I don't do it. At least as a Vikings fan, I can say, hey, they took a great running back in the second round. Why can't I learn from them? You know why? It's because I watched the 49ers, and I am kind of like, looking at them with what they've done at running back under the John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan era, and I admire it because they constantly find these running backs oftentimes in UDFAs that fit their scheme. They're primarily all speed backs. They by far have the fastest running backs out of any team in the NFL, and they nail it. They don't miss at running back. And just this year, they added JaMychal Hasty, who was a good signing. And that's on top of, Jerick McKinnon, Jeff Wilson, Raheem Mostert, Tevin Coleman. They don't miss a running back. And so I like to think that I can just go find late round picks that make a big difference. But I haven't had a lot of success there. But hey, I'm also the same person who drafted Ellis Norton in the Tampa Bay Buccaneers series. So I do have a win there. But I'm racking up L's here when it comes to early running backs. Somehow I didn't pass on Perry Cummings at least. Let's move on. Here's what we're looking at as far as the goals. We need to get Jeremy Dahl's play knowledge to 25. Why would it be at 4? He's just played for us for years. A lot of players here need some play knowledge. I'm going to fail a lot of these because I don't even know who some of these players are. I never add the 10 plays because the playbook is already too large. Don't draft a bust. I mean, I don't think I'm going to get points there either, but winning cures everything here. So the goals are kind of silly. It's not even the kind of learning goals that we're accustomed to with our early picks for some reason. But regardless, they got to get ready to roll here because we got some holes to fill on this roster. I am making a few changes here to the roster. I have a couple number updates as well. Brock Foster is now wearing number 93 instead of like 66. And we're also going to look to move Michael Boley here to inside linebacker. I think that his well-rounded skill set will suit him perfectly there. He is very good at pretty much everything but coverage, but I think 65 is a little more doable in this game. This was not an era where you had a lot of coverage linebackers. It really wasn't that time quite yet. It was a little bit earlier than that. So Jared Ballard looks to be our left outside linebacker, and I think that I do want him to be probably our second nickel linebacker, potentially over Dino Peters, who doesn't really have the speed or great cover skills. I think that on day one, Ballard fits that better. But now we can look at developing our staff, and I've been saving up points here for a little bit. Close to 20K with Harley Jean-Charles, that is pretty good. That's enough to get to level 5 performance, and it's hard to pass on that. I think I'll take that right now. I like not having to worry about this specific skill. For offensive coordinator Brian Schottenheimer, we're going to work on pass blocking discipline, and I think that's all we'll do for now with the 4K left over. I could look to do some of these other level 1 skills here, these special skills, but I don't think I will now. I'm wondering if we could see any of our coordinators get head coaching jobs anytime soon in this series. But here is Emmett Thomas, our defensive coordinator. I could see him and Schottenheimer becoming head coaches in this series eventually. I think we'll work on this regular season seminar. I usually avoid some of these skills, but I should start giving them some attention. A lot of these coaches have some good XP built up though, so we can work on developing our linebackers here with our linebackers coach. That's nice to see. And I also like being able to upgrade our GM here, Don Ross. And some of these skills are related to accurately evaluating potential. So I guess the numbers that we're given aren't always exact, but it's just kind of the best we can do. And certain positions are going to be stronger than others. Defines how well this GM scouts rookie players for quarterbacks. That sounds pretty useful. I'm going to buy that. This is actually really cool. I haven't really scrolled down this before. I usually look at the special skills, and I've bought some of these before. Instantly unlocks all scouting information for some top players. Ooh, I should get that. I gotta build up to buy Draft Intuition. Here is our new trainer, by the way. And what do we want here? Injury evaluation or rehabilitation? What are special skills here for trainer? Off-season rehab, cardio training, long-term rehab. I think we will spend points here on level 4 rehab. Down below, we see Vince Wilfork now has a new team. He's agreed to a deal. He's going back to Houston. All right. He's been signed. I'm not sure about Xavier Short. I'm kind of interested in getting him back on the team, but again, we have like no money. So I don't know if we're going to be able to. But he ended up, I guess, not signing his tender because he's not on our roster. I checked. So game day here against the Green Bay Packers. First preseason game. What do we got here to start things? It's a loss. How bad was it? 24-21. All right. So in the preseason opener, Wade Appling threw a touchdown. 9 for 14. But what really stands out here That's our rookie, Delwin Wilcox, throwing 2 touchdowns, 173 yards, and putting up an outstanding stat line against the Packers. Chuck Castle, 6 for 21, not much on the ground here at all. Demario Waddle, playing receiver, 149 yards. I don't think he should be playing too many receiver snaps in the preseason, but we do have Tyshawn Daniels here getting a pair of scores. Roddy White, 17 yards. Stone found the end zone. He's our 3rd-round rookie. And then for defense, I see 2 sacks here for Brock Foster, 1 for Tisdale. And then no interceptions. Overall, sounds pretty good to me. Solid preseason opener. The punting here doesn't look great. Why is Daniels the backup punter? I thought I fixed that. Well, we just lost some approval because of failed goals, like avoiding a bust. Oh well, I think we're going to be fine. I drafted an 84 potential player. Apparently he's a bust now. Tony Hills has suffered an injury. He is basically our 6th offensive lineman. He's a backup tackle, and he is going to miss a couple weeks here in the preseason. So more snaps here for younger players. Now, from my understanding, there's a way, obviously, that incentives are accounted for in regards to the salary cap. I don't know how it's handled in this game, but if you notice here, the NFL salary cap is 126. The team salary cap is 106. We have penalties also of 19 million. If you add up our team salary cap and our penalties, we're sitting at 125.9, which doesn't quite add up to the total cap. So I'm not sure if there are any incentives reducing our cap, because the way I just read in the real NFL, the way it works is there are likely to be earned incentives, which is kind of a term that they use to describe incentives that a player will reach, or rather they have reached the season prior. And if you say have a receiver who had 1,000 yards last season and they have an incentive in their contract that has them getting 1,000 yards and getting a bonus on top of that, that would be called a likely to be earned incentive, and it would be accounted for that year's cap. But if you have not likely to be earned incentives and they are reached, they're supposed to apply to the next year's salary cap. I'd like to see more of a breakdown of it. It'd be nice if it was included here, because we have like $51 million in potential incentives, but I have no idea how realistic some of those are. Some of them have no shot. Wow, a ruptured spleen just put John Henderson on the injured reserve. I've never seen that injury in a video game before. We are now on to the 2nd game of the preseason against the Dallas Cowboys, and we do lose again. And we lose by the same score. Matt Ryan, 133, 8 for 17. This is not a great performance. Looks like Wilcox had another touchdown and put up some yardage on just 7 attempts, 79 yards. He had a 31-yarder. It was Appling here at the top. My bad. Matt Ryan only threw 3 passes. He didn't really play much at all. So it was Appling who didn't do that well. On the ground, Castle, 8 carries, 43 yards. He found the end zone a couple times. 4 catches for Tatum and Daniels. And defensively, Gill, Randolph, and Dobbins all get sacks, with interception going to Wilson. We have a trade offer for Rashad Tisdale, who is our 3rd defensive tackle. All right, let's see what is offered here. Who is trying to talk to us? 3 teams. I don't know if I think this is tempting enough. I like our depth here, and I don't think that's worth it. All right, game 3 now against Cincinnati, and we do win this one by a score of 24-19. Ryan, 2 touchdowns, a $184. This is as good of a stat line as I've ever seen him post anywhere. And then Wade Appling was 6 for 6, perfect in the air. So, solid offensive performance here. The running game hasn't been great in the preseason, unfortunately, which is a bit surprising. Watson, Roddy White, Tyshawn Daniels, they all produced pretty well in this game. And then For the defense, I see a pick for Dino Peters and a few sacks for this defense. Making some more cuts here, we're going to release Jermon Bushrod, and I think moves like this will actually allow us to create a tiny bit of cap space. No one's interested in trading for Bushrod, so we'll release him now. We actually have an undrafted player that has 80 potential there. So here is Henry Kennedy. Or actually, no, I drafted him. He wasn't undrafted, but now it's been revealed he has 80 potential and 71 learning. So he'll probably be a solid backup now. All right, we finish out the preseason and we have lost, dropping to 1-3. Matt Ryan had 1 touchdown pass, 202 yards. Overall, I think his numbers have been pretty fine here in the preseason. We'll check out the totals here once we wrap this up. Finally, a solid rushing day, at least over 100 yards as a team. Good to see. Harry Douglas, there's the big preseason performance. And Daniels has 43 yards and a score. I'm hoping we see more from Tyshawn Daniels this year. Gill and Tisdale each get sacks. Ballard, 4 tackles and an INT. And with us wrapping up the preseason here momentarily, we're going to get to see all of the ratings now for our rookie class. Here are the numbers before we wrap up the preseason. Matt Ryan, 7.8 yards per attempt, 3 touchdowns, 432 yards. I think his numbers are pretty solid here, and he was never sacked. That's impressive. The O-line is something I really like on this team. Delwin Wilcox, I'm also very impressed by what he was able to do, and now it's revealed he is a 67 overall. We got to be pretty happy with that in the 6th round. Even if he's only a backup at best. He's athletic. He has a decent arm. I think that he could be a very good backup quarterback. We're looking at 86 throw power, 75 accuracy, 45 awareness, and 75 speed. I think overall he's somebody we could look to develop over the next couple of years. On the ground, the efficiency numbers for our starters here are fine, so maybe the running game didn't have a bad preseason, just nothing outstanding. It's hard to get those big numbers here. For receiving, Tyshawn Daniels, 77 overall. Can he take a big leap this year? He's our number 3 receiver. He has 91 speed. He's agile, very athletic, and I think to at least get him some sort of impact on the field, I'll probably have him be our primary kick returner to start the season. These are the ratings here, though, that need to really pick up the pace. 77 catching and route running, low spec catch, low catch in traffic. This stuff here is really going to cap his ceiling when it comes to being a starting dominant receiver. Darius Stone, only a few catches here in the preseason, but here are his ratings. 64 overall. He'll be our 3rd tight end right away. Like I said, though, we're trying to get ready for when Ben Watson retires, and we do have Brad Tatum, who might be the player that ultimately replaces him, but now we have a couple options. Stone has 85 speed. I love that speed at tight end. 68 catching, 66 route running. This is where we need some good development to happen before he gets any serious snaps. He's also not going to be a great blocker. Those ratings are all very low for him. For the offensive line, we only gave up a handful of sacks in the preseason, and a few of those, or a couple of them, were attributed to Mickey Douglas here at halfback. So Palmer gave up a couple, Baker a couple. For run block percentage, DeBrickashaw Ferguson, Tony Hills, Sam Baker. I'm not sure what a good percentage is, but these ones end up being a lot lower. Maybe a rough time here for Jeremy Dahl in the preseason. Brad Tatum as well. And how about the pass block percentage? Blaylock is strong there. DeBrickashaw Ferguson, our best overall lineman. And that's where Jeremy Dahl is a lot better. We'll take that. For defense, 24 tackles went to Michael Boley, 22 for Paul Pusluzny. A few sacks here. Good to see at least some pass rush in the preseason. A few INTs. And if we go over here, we can see blocks defeated. A bunch of them for Torrance Gill and Brock Foster. I think Rashad Tisdale also had a very good preseason here. 13 hurries, 41 blocks defeated. That's not bad at all. That's better than Travis Baldwin, but I don't know how many snaps he ended up playing. Does it show here? Not here exactly. All right, how about missed tackles? 4 for Posluszny. A couple more down the board. Big hits. Thrown at, catches allowed. How about receiving yards? Posluszny and McLean gave up the most. Yards per reception allowed. Okay, some of these are a bit much. 2 touchdowns allowed by DeMario Waddle, but only 18 yards, so those were red zone touchdowns. Overall, 3 for 9 throwing his way. Not too worried about the touchdowns there. Think it'll get back to normal. Let's see, for Marshall Brown, I guess he was kicking. Like, the depth chart gets messed up here. He's not listed as our top kicker. Star Aldridge is. So, that just gets kind of messed up. Like I said, we're going to move Tyshawn Daniels into the starting kick return role. And hopefully he can pick up where we've had success with Xavier Short. Does he have a low kick return rating? He does. 33. I'm worried about fumbles there or muffed punts. Maybe I can't have him return these. Final Cuts did actually open up some cap space, so is there potential we could actually bring back kick returner Xavier Short, who's very good? One sec, first I have preseason promises. Yeah, we're going to make it back to the playoffs again. That is the goal. I plan to achieve it. All right, let's go to free agency again. Xavier Short, still available. A $500,000 deal. We will bring him back. Here is the team schedule this year. I want to know if we take on the Chicago Bears. That is where Gimmick Cletus Parker went. And the Bears are on the schedule week 15, so that might be a game we watch and see exactly what we missed out on. But why don't we also take a look at what Cletus Parker did in the preseason? If he got some touches there against backups, I mean, he's probably going to have a ton of yards, you would assume. But it's not always that simple. So, Parker, 10 for 36, 2 touchdowns. Nothing major there. So far, not being embarrassed too bad. I really enjoyed those draft stories. I actually paid attention to them in the last episode. So, the Jets got the debut. Their quarterback, Trent Stanton, who went number 1 overall. I imagine he will be their starter, you would assume, over Chris Redman and Brody Croyle. I mean, if he doesn't start, that's kind of bad. We have made a couple roster moves. We have released running back Mickey Douglas. We're going to release Thomas Deku as well, as the undrafted free agents seem to be giving us some good depth. Jamel Edwards here from Mississippi State. 80 potential safety with 77 learning. Might not have a high ceiling, but again, just solid young depth that helps us save a little bit of money here. And we're going to make a move at the running back position. I want to sign Felix Jones, the veteran, who has 99 speed, 99 acceleration, 98 agility. I want that explosiveness in our backfield right now. All right, so the preseason is over. Let's take a look at the rest of our draft picks from this season. And of course, we began with Jared Ballard. And it's revealed that he is a 74 overall with 84 potential. I really think that he has a chance to be a solid player for us. 74 tackles, 72 block shed, 58 awareness. He has the speed and the acceleration. The strength isn't high, but I think 70 is doable. Plus, it can still get better, and so far, it is looking like it will get better. And then his zone coverage is exceptional. He can also rush the passer. So I think we have a lot of creativity with how we can use Jared Ballard. Now, of course, did not take Cletus Parker. We took a corner instead. Jason Hendricks from Houston. And he also has 84 potential. So I really like the fact that we at least got some solid players here early on. And when you're not picking until late in these rounds, you're not always going to get the highest potential players. Just the way it goes. but you got to find players who have a set of strengths you can build around, and I think Hendricks has that with his excellent speed and some decent coverage ability here on day one. I also spent a pick on Adrian Brockers, who was actually a suggestion from our GM, and it turns out he has 80 potential. So at the very least, we have solid players and good depth from this draft class, the way things are looking. Brockers, I'm a bit worried that he just doesn't have the strength or anything special enough to unlock some of this pass rush potential. Like, this is a good place to start, but that's where all his strengths are. Doesn't have the block shedding, doesn't have the awareness or play rec. Gonna have to figure out how to be productive regardless. And our kicker, Star Aldridge, 65 overall. We'll see what he can do this year, but I like the kick power and accuracy, but you really can't ignore the awareness. And he does have a potential of only 73, so I don't know what to expect from him.
I'm Adam Schefter of NFL Network, and here's your draft update. The preseason top 25 has been announced, and the Miami Hurricanes are currently number 1 in the nation. They're followed by Florida, Texas, Boise State, and LSU at number 5. My current top 3 defensive linemen, regardless of class, are LSU's Kellen Crumpler, Marquis Drayton from Michigan, and Oklahoma defensive tackle Claude Martin. That's it for now. Thanks for watching NFL Network.
And I'd like to pay a bit more attention to the draft. It's so fun to see the depth they go into in this series, and I think that I should give it more attention here in the episodes. Alright, more goals failed here from the preseason. A lot of them were unreasonable goals, but oh well. We're at 74 approval now, and that can be fixed quickly here with some victories. And we're 3 days away from opening against the Chargers. Why don't we take a quick look at the draft preview for this coming season and where the strengths in this class are. Looking at a 2-star quarterback class, 2-star running back, a weak running back class. But hey, tight end and O-line look good. Defensive end, defensive tackle are solid. Cornerbacks 5 stars. All right. Can't wait to dive into this class, and I look to cover a lot more of this over the course of the season. All right, game day here against the Chargers. I am ready to get this one underway. Looking to do a little bit of simming and some playing here for the Week 1 game. No surprise inactives, the team has been very healthy to this point, so let's check out the Charger inactives quick and get this one underway. Looks like all their top players are good to go. Phillip Rivers, LaDainian Tomlinson, Eric Weddle, Sean Merriman. So here are all the inactives for them. I don't think there are any starters here. Here we are, everybody. Week 1 starts. And hopefully it can get on the right track quick, because I want to get this approval back up now. And we will sim the first couple of drives here. So against the Chargers, always worrying about LaDainian Tomlinson taking over. And they're able to get a first down, and Tomlinson picks up another one. Legadou Nane for 9 yards, and this is a long, impressive drive with a Tomlinson touchdown to cap it off. So early on, a 7-0 advantage for the Chargers will open here. We got a first down. Roddy White gain of 12. Might be Roddy White's last season with the team. We'll have to see. OPI backs us up. And we'll get 11 yards to Watson. 18 more into the red zone. It's a Douglas touchdown, and we match that Chargers score. All right, offsides here on Brock Foster. 12 yards to Branch, and then a sack. Don't see who got it, but they recover. Nane for 17 yards and another defensive penalty. This is an impressive start. 3 drives in, 3 touchdowns in this game. Can we make it 4? 4 yards to Turner. This is good field position, by the way. I think that's the Xavier Short effect. Harry Douglas, 35 yards. And another Douglas touchdown. So right away, 4 touchdowns. let's jump into the action. We're returning majority of our starters from a year ago, a team that went 13-3 and won a playoff game. Chargers will keep this on the ground. Nice hit. Phenomenal stop on Tomlinson. Rivers heads to the air. Protection holds up well as he throws downfield, and that's well defended by Demario Waddle. Looking to get off the field here and end this string of touchdowns. 3rd and 9 for San Diego. We're going to send some pressure. Rivers gets time, and that is hauled in.
I don't believe this.
They went after Revis that time, and it's a first down. When I'm off recording, I want to spend some time retooling the playbook a little bit, removing some stuff I don't like, adding some stuff that I want that we don't have on both sides of the football. I would like to have some plays where we have Jared Ballard as a pass rusher and just find some more 5-man rushes that I can use on a regular basis. For the offense, I'd like to add a few more concepts that we don't have much of. Maybe some better plays against man coverage and a few plays that can counter some of the more blitz-heavy teams in the game. Along with maybe some more gadgety type plays. Nice job. I like to get some swing screens possibly. I might even add something to help out our 2-minute offense. I love designing those plays. Those are probably the most fun to create. 3rd and 4 now. San Diego has picked up a couple conversions on this drive. They'll ask Tomlinson to do it again, and the Chargers keep moving.
Standing still for? Let them hear it.
Tomlinson looks to bounce it outside, and there's another good stop, but it's on an early down. We got to start making plays on 3rd. Split backfield next to Rivers here on 3rd and 9. Can we get the stop now? No pressure. Rivers downfield. He caught it. What a grab. It's Legadou Nane. Why can't we stop this Charger passing game? Not that we've stopped anything. Nobody's been stopped in this game. Here is Tomlinson. He cuts to the right and takes it to the 7-yard line. I'm going to use timeouts. I want another drive here.
Guys, you're killing me.
3rd and 4, and the Chargers want to run again. Tomlinson, he's close, and looks like he got a first down. Oh, man. More clock being run down here. Chargers changing their play. They love this split backfield. All right, here is Rivers. Pressure put on. He'll throw it out of bounds. All right, Tomlinson tired in the backfield. It's been a busy drive. He gets it again, and he can't bounce it, but he fights to the goal line. Touchdown. What a run by Tomlinson. I didn't think he was going to get in. Well, he saved us a little time at least to try and answer. It's been all touchdowns here early on. Felix Jones handles this return, and he gets out of bounds at the 31-yard line. I do want to try designing some plays where Felix Jones can make an impact as well. That speedy running back is a role that I need to better flesh out in the offense. Hopefully get this play off here before a delay of game. We are set 1st and 10 from our 31. And Ryan throws this one quick, and that could have been trouble. Tyshawn Daniels slot left on 2nd and 10. Chargers bring the pressure, and Ryan's going to be dropped.
Not good.
Oh, you got to move away from that. You could have seen that. 3rd and 21, the Chargers will likely get another chance here in this half, and Ryan throws across the middle. That is hauled in, but shy of the sticks. 4th and 2. Can't go for it. Or what do? It's a defining moment. Oh, man. Go for it. What have we got to lose? I don't want to risk it. We're going to punt the football, but we can't allow more points before halftime. All right, we'll have good kick coverage here at least, but got to slow him down finally. We're at 70 approval. 1:03 to go in the first half. Pressure sent, and again, we can't get anywhere near Phillip Rivers. He's got all day and throws a pick! Going back the other way! Waddle to the end zone! Let's go! It's a pick six! Massive mistake by Phillip Rivers, especially with nobody near him.
Incredible.
Let's go.
Absolutely
We needed that one right there. So what are the Chargers actually going to try now with 51 seconds on the clock? Looks like a throw from Rivers. Into trouble again. Incomplete.
What's the linebacker doing out there?
I don't know. Rivers dumps off again, and that is going to be a 9-yard pickup. Chargers still have a timeout left. We'll see if we can get off the field here. I want to call my timeout, actually. I don't know what our defense even is right here. 3rd down and inches. And they're going to run it with Tomlinson, getting the first down and a little bit more.
Come on, guys, relax.
All right, Chargers out of timeouts now. Just got to end this half. Really want some more rush. Oh, we had a chance. Deep shot. He's open, and he missed him. Oh, wow, we got away with one there. I think we've got to blitz a lot more often. Otherwise, Rivers is going to get way too many open looks. Pass rush is really letting us down right here. 14 seconds to go. Rivers fires, and it's intercepted off the tip. Come on, Dawkins. He's taken down at the 44-yard line. Can we get into field goal range? Now, I don't totally trust us to actually use the sideline properly here, but we'll see. It's a slot out here, so watch Daniels to the right side. Throw it now. There he is. Wow, we could have done that so much better. All right, everybody, it comes down to a Hail Mary here prior to halftime. We'll see what the Chargers do. Do they play coverage? They're going to bring pressure, and it's a quick throw to pad the stats. But hey, that first half, you know, it looked kind of like it was going to get out of control there for a moment. But we did a good job. We got the pick six. We capitalized on mistakes. Good teams know how to do that. And we're in a 21-21 tie.
You guys have assembled one of the best teams I've ever seen. This should be an exciting season.
Oh, thank you. That is the nicest thing anyone's ever said. That kind of came out of nowhere. Like, I thought it was going to be like, all right, guys, let's go get them. Or something generic. But no. That's some big praise. Uh-oh, watch out. All right, we're going to play out this second half here. Chargers sending pressure, and here is the right decision by Matt Ryan. Get underneath, get what you can. 8 yards. I think when I do my playbook editing, I'm probably going to get rid of the waddle fade. It's just not a very good play at all. It never works. No, I'm just playing. We're going to keep it. We're going to expand the waddle plays, hopefully, along with a few others that I have in mind. But 3rd and 6. Waddle checks into the backfield now. And again, more pressure on the way. Here's a throw downfield for Roddy White. First down. Now, the only way to get Felix Jones more acquainted with our offense is to give him the football. I want to see that speed on display. Oh, come on! Block for him! Oh, yeah, I got some ideas also for play action. This is like the best play action game that EA's ever put out, because DBs will actually react to play fakes. And you can draw in the linebackers as well. Nice catch. Brad Tatum gets us close to a first. Hey, if you have any ideas for plays that you'd like to see in the playbook or just concepts, I'm thinking mostly in terms of concepts. Like, I want to get a few clear-out opportunities. You know, on a 3rd and 20, I like to have a play I can go to where it's just like one guy on a drag route and everybody's kind of clearing out space, and that is knocked away. But there are certain situations where I just want a specific play, and I just don't have it here in this book. I'd also like to get some more play actions in there. There are some different play action concepts I like, whether it's like switch routes or the deep overs. I'm a big fan of that. Ugh, rookie punter with a tough one there. That was not good. I wish I could do more with like jet motion and RPOs, but that's just not in this game. So I have to work with the tools I'm given here. Play fake from Rivers. He's got an open man and settled for the more shallow of the two receivers. That's a 9-yard catch. On the ground, here's Tomlinson, and he gets leveled. Gotta play aggressive. That's the only way we make plays. By the way, that was Kerry Rhodes, who's been a phenomenal signing in this series. One of my favorites. I like having him in this robber role as well. I play a lot of single high. Want to see some more INTs this year from the secondary. Here's 2nd down and 11. Shaking off first contact. Tomlinson's taken down, and it's 3rd and 10. All right, Rhodes sitting in the middle again, but it's a give to Tomlinson. A very surprising decision there, and it did not work. The scoring has slowed down in this game, and we'll take over. Still tied, 21 apiece. Returnable, short, taken down quickly. If this fails, I might have to give up on the first down run. I want to be a downhill, run-heavy offense overall with this team, but doesn't always work. Here we trying to bounce it, and the Chargers contain it well. Oh, an injury. What do we have here? Travis Baldwin, he's out for the game. That's a left leg injury. So Tisdale's going to play, and that's why you don't trade your depth. Demario Waddle checks in, not at the proper spot, but he's slot left, and Tyshawn Daniels is slot right. Here it is. It's the Daniels fade, and it's nearly picked off. They're starting to learn our play, everybody. I think Waddle's on the field right now. 3rd and 11, time to throw, and that is nearly picked off. Wow, Ryan got away with another one. That should have been an easy pick 6. On the handoff, it's Tomlinson inside to the 41-yard line. A good start to this drive as the Chargers get the short field. Uh-oh, Tomlinson can't get out of the backfield, and that sets up 3rd and 3. Jared Ballard, number 54, he's lined up here, basically as an extra pass rusher, and we're there to meet Tomlinson in the backfield again. Back-to-back plays. Who did that? That was really nice. A loss of 3. Torrance Gill.
Did you guys see that? Incredible.
Let's start this drive with some play action. Ryan throws a strike. And that was tough, but he finds Harry Douglas. Back to the air on 1st and 10 here. Sliding and staying comfortable. It's a shot that's nearly picked. Why'd you throw that? Oh, where in the progression does it say to throw it in the triple coverage on 1st down? But Kane, don't you do that too? That's not relevant right now.
Okay, we're passing.
And I wouldn't have done it there. 29 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. Still going to be very pass heavy on this possession. Ryan protected now and wide open. That's a 1st down. Roddy White.
There you go, offense.
Final play of the 3rd quarter, and against the heavy rush, there's a strike delivered to Ben Watson.
That's the end of the quarter.
On the move now, ignoring the running game overall. Let's go put some points on the board. 4th quarter underway, with the Falcons trying to open 1-0. 2 receivers to the right side. I like what our receivers have done in this game. Ryan heads back to the air. He's got Watson wide open. He sees him. Oh, never mind. It's Daniels. I'm not sure who that was intended for, but I like the result. All right, all the way to the San Diego 14 now. And this is where we'll finally switch it up, and I'm reminded of why we should only throw the football and go air raid. Not running here, that's for sure. 2nd down and 13. Watch the tight ends here. Nope, outside. That is dropped. Roddy White had it for a moment. All right, if we score here, I think it's going to be Douglas on a corner route. He's slot left. Chargers bring some pressure, and it's a quick throw that's going to put us at the 5-yard line. Oh, boy. I want the lead. I respect their offense, and this is a defining moment. Kick the field goal or go for the touchdown. I'm going to kick the field goal.
All right, guys,
we're this close. I think I have figured out some things defensively in this game. So here's the rookie kicker, Star Aldridge, for the go-ahead points from 22 yards away. And the Falcons go up 24-21. We're down to 66 approval. I don't like that. I like this play here. This is the weak side surprise. And this is where we get Jared Ballard as a pass rusher. Right side of the screen here. And he's close. Almost got to Rivers, who fits it in, but it's incomplete. Let's see what kind of a look they give us here. They love this split shotgun look. All right, this is cover 2. Only a 4-man rush. Rivers has time, throws it middle and overthrew it.
The way we're blanketing his receivers, we should see more sacks.
I don't love the way that was played by whoever had the deep middle, but at least we made it kind of a difficult throw. So the field goal decision here so far is the right one. We're leading, we get a stop, and now we've got to work on protecting the lead and running the clock out. But unfortunately, the running game has done nothing. We're going to line up here offset, and in the game at running back is Felix Jones. Heads outside. Oh, come on.
Come on, we need something.
Receiver on that side didn't get a very good block. That was Douglas. Daniel slot right here. Chargers look to bring some pressure, and that did not work. Ryan tried to just make it happen there, but that was not his route, actually. It was like a deep corner. So, not what we wanted here to start this drive, but we got 3rd and 10. We've made some plays here already. Douglas, Roddy White, they're both capable of getting this first down. We have to get to the 49-yard line. Ryan's protected. Finds Waddle, and he won't get it.
It's all right. We can get it back.
Much better punt than some we've seen today. And a good tackle. The ball is on the ground, and the Falcons have it. Will this stand? That could be a massive special teams play if we keep the ball. Let's just come out here in a play.
Look deep.
The knee was probably down. Yep. I assume. Overturn challenge. Chargers football, 4.5 to play. All right, Chargers come out in the eye. And again, it's the weak side surprise. Good protection. Dumped off and complete. That's a first down.
What was that?
I have used Jared Ballard a lot as a pass rusher today. And I do think he's going to make some of this defensive play calling more flexible. And off the fake, there we go! He's sacked! Taken down at the 32-yard line. And that's Michael Boley. 2nd and 14 now for the Chargers. We send 5 again. Rivers has to dump it off. And now Tomlinson! What happened there?
Blanketing his receivers, we should see more sacks.
3.5 minutes to go, and the Chargers are desperate for a conversion. They have to get to the 47-yard line. Here's Rivers. They'll protect him this time. He'll throw it across the middle, and that's going to get it. Oh, man. That's why we got to keep blitzing. He's picked us apart when we've let him sit in the pocket. Approaching the 3-minute mark. And remember, the Chargers only need a field goal here. Tomlinson has some room, and he'll pick up 9 yards. Gotta make a play here. On 2nd and 1. There we are in the backfield. When we get aggressive, we can make big plays even against this Chargers running game. 3rd and 4 now for the Chargers. They're looking to run this. Tomlinson's met and taken down once again in the backfield. That's not the first time we've had an outstanding sequence following a long 1st down run. All right, the Chargers want to get this play off here before the 2-minute warning. 2:05 left to go. This is a big one here, everybody. They got to get 4 yards. Here's the pressure. Down goes Rivers. Sacked by Jared Ballard. And it's a turnover on downs. It was only a matter of time before the rookie got to him. He was unblocked that time. It ain't over yet. We got to show that we can run out the last 2 minutes. Offset backfield. Felix Jones is in. We'll try it again here, and it's just failing every time. Our rushing is going to be so pathetic in this game. Turner back in the game now. And on 2nd and long, play fake. A shot outside, and Roddy White lost it. Is there a flag? Pass interference. Whoa! We just got the DPI. We'll take that.
Here we go, guys. Just a few more yards and we're in range.
That really hurts San Diego. 1:54 to go. We're trying another 1st down run. Hopefully no tackle for loss. And that's a tackle for loss. Make sure everybody knows to stay in bounds. Chargers have 1 timeout left, so a 1st down ends the game. We're going back to the air now. Ryan dumps it off wisely, but we don't get anything.
Okay, nobody run it out of bounds.
So what we could see here is a situation where we're actually setting up our rookie kicker, Star Aldridge, for a critical 6-point lead. We need that. All right, we're going to run this one with the fullback. Ben Watson is in the game, and the Chargers don't look prepared for this. What? What happened?
Here we go, guys. Just a few more yards.
Are you kidding me? How? False start on Chuck Castle. Well, we're not running now. I can't believe that false start there, but it's going to force us to throw. I like to get inside the 30 right here. Throw it to Roddy. There it is.
Just
we'll
a
take
couple
it.
more 1st downs and we're there. Plenty of time.
Running down the play clock here. Oh, no, don't kick yet. I didn't call this. I haven't called this. They're going to do it with 1 second or 2. Aldridge, he is wide left, and the Chargers are going to take over. The rookie missed it wide left, and the Chargers have an opening. They still have a timeout. They have 57 seconds. Can we keep the Chargers from getting into field goal range? They've got to get around 25, 30 yards. And we're sending more rush. Looks like they have enough to protect here. Rivers, plenty of time. He throws downfield, and it's hauled in. Great start to the drive to the Atlanta 44. We're down to 46 seconds, everybody. I can't audible. I do have a couple timeouts. Not going to change the play here. Is this a spike? It's a fake spike. Rivers to the outside. That is caught. Or no, it's out of bounds. They just tried to fake spike me. Now from here, it's a 61-yard field goal, and that's incredibly difficult. So I expect them to keep throwing. I don't think they'll use Tomlinson here to get closer. So I think it's going to be all in the air. 4-man rush. Time to throw again, and Rivers is almost picked. Same look here, split backfield for Rivers. This has always been a throw for them. Rivers to the outside, that's a catch, inside the 30. They picked on DeMario Waddle and it worked. 20 seconds left. Still a timeout left for the Chargers, but they'll run another play here. Probably their last one before calling a timeout, I'd imagine. Here's the snap to Rivers, again on the outside. They're gonna get closer.
That's been happening
8 seconds
a lot.
left. Time running down. And they call a timeout with 5 seconds to go. Great job getting close. We could be headed to overtime. This is going to be a 34-yard game-tying field goal attempt. Here we go for the tie. And it's right down the middle. 24 all. Unless this goes to the end zone, we're going to OT. And I'll see you there.
All right, that's the end of the quarter.
We're going to call heads this time. Is that heads? I don't even know. We won the toss. All right. 24-24. Let's go break this tie and win the game. From 3 yards deep, here comes Xavier Short. Out across the 20 with an opening. To the 30 and stopped. Good job. We will start things here in the air. Wait a minute, I flipped the receivers, I thought. It's supposed to be Waddle fade to Waddle. It's not. Instead, outside, Daniels across midfield. Let's go. Now, with our young kicker, we don't want him kicking anything beyond like 40 yards. So it's 1st and 10 for Matt Ryan. And we'll head back to the air again. And that's a tough catch made. That puts us at the 30. What a catch by Brad Tatum. They're loading the box again. How do they know I want to run it here? From the 30, Turner gets out of the backfield. And Michael Turner picks up a gain of 5. Whoa. From here, it's a 41-yard field goal attempt. We'll try to get closer and upended. That's a short pickup for Turner. 3rd and 2 for the Atlanta Falcons. This is Felix Jones, and he's not going to get to the first down. So here we are. We're going for the win right here. Biggest kick for young star Aldridge. It's a 38-yard try from left hash, and Aldridge for the win! The Falcons are victorious, 27-24. How about that for a week 1, everybody? What a fun way to get this season underway. Wow, that was an exciting football game. 300-plus yards, 2 scores for Matt Ryan, a solid debut. For the Chargers, Rivers had 241 yards and some costly takeaways, including a pick 6. On the ground, it was ugly for us. We could not get anywhere. The Chargers ran it 30 times with LaDainian Tomlinson for 79 yards. And in the air, Watson 73, Douglas 75 and 2 scores. 70 for Roddy White, 65 for Tyshawn Daniels, and one of our biggest plays of the entire game. That was a hard-fought win there. Definitely feels like a great start to hopefully a great season. And approval goes all the way up to 84. All is well here for Atlanta. And that's how this new season gets underway, everybody. Ooh, let's check on Travis Baldwin, though. That was a leg injury, I know, and he's going to miss 3 to 4 weeks. So we're going to expect to see a lot of Rashad Tisdale. But that is going to wrap up this episode, everybody. Probably another long video today, I imagine. But for those of you that were waiting on this series, I hope you've enjoyed the last couple of days of content. I will look to have more coming up and not have these massive breaks between episodes because I really want to get through this series. I really want to get some progress here, and I hope to wrap up the game in the near future. but having a good time right now the last couple of days recording these, and we'll go from there. So that's it for today, everybody. Please leave a like and subscribe and give me your predictions down below. What do you think this team's gonna do this season? Have a great day.